Hi guys, it's Carlos the Ultimate Fitness Training once again, and thank you so much for watching the video. And today we're doing a video about how important it is to have a coach, a mentor, a trainer, and someone that's going to keep you on track. Okay, now those kind of labels, if you like, they come very much so in the trainer, coach, mentor, life coach sort of departments. Now, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to give you 5 main reasons how important this is. But before I dive deep onto that one, I'm just going to basically explain something. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. In fact, he does very similar work to me. He is a coach. He's not a trainer. He's not a personal trainer, but he's a coach. He's a psychologist, and he does a lot of lifestyle coaching. He lives in Miami, and he says, Carlos, what's it like in Europe in terms of coaching? What are people looking for? And is it something like in Miami that everyone literally has a coach? And I said, well, it's hard for me to say in Europe because obviously I'm based in the UK, although I lived in other countries like Portugal, Italy, Spain, in places like that. But it's hard for you. Oh, did you see that? I got attacked by a bee, nearly hit me in my fucking head. Anyway, going back to that. Now, it's quite kind of like, it was quite funny. I bet you guys laughing your heads off on that one. I would. So basically, it's kind of hard for me to say really what's happened in Europe, but what I can say is what's happening in the UK. And now what's happening in the UK is more than often now people work longer hours. Okay, so longer hours means more stress, and this is basically going to lead into number 1, the importance of having a coach, mentor, lifestyle coach, trainer, personal trainer, you name it. Now, I tick the boxes on a lot of those departments because obviously being a full qualified personal trainer, strength and conditioner, also a psychologist, and also an NLP coach, I kind of tick the box on those things, and that's something I've always been passionate about. Let me just cross the road. Yeah. So that's one thing I've always been passionate about. So number 1, let me get into this one. Number 1 is accountability. Okay, the importance of being accountable is probably one of the most important factors of having a coach. Now, let me explain this to you guys, and this is something that probably you guys have come across, maybe at your work, maybe the job you guys do, even maybe things that you guys do on a daily basis. Now, imagine if someone went to you and said, right, you can do that particular job, like say your job, for instance, as an example. You can do your job whenever you like, and I'll pay you regardless, okay? So I'm your boss, and you can do your job whenever you like. Guess how many times you probably do your job? Out of guilt, you probably will do it a couple of times a week. But 9 times out of 10, you'll probably think to yourself, you know what, I'll get paid anyway, and you know what, who cares? I'll get paid, I don't need to do the job. Because there's no one making you accountable for it, okay? It's like our mortgage providers. If our mortgage providers turn around to us and said, you know what, you don't actually need to pay your mortgage when you like, okay? You know what, we wouldn't pay the mortgage, okay? There's no accountability. So what I'm gonna say to you guys is, when you've got a coach, when you've got a mentor, when you have a lifestyle coach, when you have a trainer, and when I say this, obviously it's got to be a good one, obviously, because there is all sorts of levels, and then I'm not here, this is not a video, that's another video I'm going to do. I'm not here to kind of say how good I am and how bad those guys are. No, because there's good and bad everywhere. And there's some really good guys as well too. So I'm here to basically explain, if you get a good one, a good lifestyle coach and personal training coach and a mentor, they will make you accountable based on your ability. Okay, now that ability needs to get measured by that experience of that trainer. Okay, that experience of that coach. Say he needs to analyze you where you are, where your aspirations are and goals, and make a micro, macro, and meso development for you. So in simple terms is a 3 months, 6 months, and a 12 months program. When I say program, I mean program in all the aspects of development. I'm not just on about, some of you guys might think, oh, a gym program. No, obviously that as well. But what I'm saying to you is a program of lifestyle. Okay, now the guys that probably work with me close will know I'm massive about becoming your greatest versions. Now, not just because I'm a trainer, so I'm a trainer means gym. I coach a lot of people, not just in a gym. I do a lot of other coaching, which is lifestyle coaching, psychology coaching, NLP coaching, and this helps people become their greatest versions. Now, the guys that probably work with me, and they'll tell you, I'm not just a trainer, because a lot of guys out there think, oh, well, what do I need a trainer for? You know, I can do it myself. And they get really sort of protective. You know, I can do it. I know how to exercise on a bench press. Listen, if you think a trainer or a personal trainer is someone that's going to tell you just to do a bench press, you are absolutely in the dark ages, pal. Really are. You really are. So open your eyes. Personal trainers in nowadays, don't take me wrong, there probably just some of them out there that just do that, and they're very bad at it as well. I'm not saying that there isn't, and that's another video I'm going to do as well. But what I'm going to say to you is this: if you are a proper lifestyle coach, a mentor, a trainer, if you're like a motivator, you are all those things. And to be fair, the price for that, and you can ask anybody that obviously probably works under a very good coach, is priceless. Because in particular, the stress that we are under, right? Having someone in your life that you can trust, someone that you can really obviously bond as well, and someone that really going to get you the best advice, not just from a theoretical point of view, from a lifestyle sort of experience. It's absolutely priceless. Now, I've been very fortunate, to be honest with you. I've been coached by Anthony Robbins coaches. I've actually met Anthony Robbins, for instance, and I can tell you, this guy has helped me. Excuse me. You can imagine, I'm already motivated as it is. Now, once I met Tony, I was like a monkey on steroids. You know, I was actually going absolutely aping. And the guys that know me, you guys know me. I'm a very motivational. When I say motivational, I'm very motivated, self-motivated. I'm an inspiring guy. But obviously I need inspiration too. So what I've done is, obviously I've qualified as an NLP coach. For the guys that don't know what an NLP coach is neuro-linguistic programming. I repeat again, it's neuro-linguistic programming. Have a look at it, Google it. It's really important to understand that, because then you start understanding what sometimes I'm coming from a coaching point of view, not just from a training point of view. And those accountability, going back to accountability is one of the main points a coach does. Make you accountable for the things you so want to achieve. Now, number two is your goals. Okay, how important that coach is in order to get your goals sorted. Okay, now a lot of people forget what they really want. Now, the guys that work with me, I always say to the guys, what do you want to achieve? Okay, now I work with loads of people, okay, loads of different people. I work with guys that want to lose weight. I work with guys that want to gain weight. I work with guys that just want to be a little fitter. I work with guys that want to become a fitter and healthier version of themselves. I work with guys that have got injuries. I've worked with guys that work on performance. I work with guys on power. I work with fighters. I work with footballers, with rugby players. So you can imagine, I work with just people that just don't want to do much. Okay, they just want to be motivated. They just want to do better at their jobs. They want to be better with their family. They want to be mobile for their family. So those are the people that a lot of people out there might think, oh, a trainer is just someone that works with the top athletes. No. We all need someone. We all need someone that has the best interests. Now, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to pause when I say this, right? Okay, I'm going to ask you. Okay, you that is watching, not no one else, just you that is watching this particular video. Ask you, apart from the guys obviously that probably work with me close, I've asked this question probably to several of you guys. Ask yourself an honest question: how many people do you have around you that you entirely, basically trust? Okay. I'm not saying many people. Have you got one person, okay, that you entirely trust, right? That's got the best interests for you, that motivates you, that coaches you, that has years of experience in the field of psychology, training, coaching, nutrition, and the list goes on. Okay? Now, that sees you on a regular basis, and you see results, after results. So how many of you guys out there, I'm not counting for the guys obviously that know me and work with me, obviously they'll probably say, okay, yeah, Carlos, it's you, or I'm not asking for that. But the guys that probably never worked with me, ask yourself how many people do you have around you like that? And my pause is just to get you thinking, because you might think, oh man, yeah, actually I've got someone at work, he's quite inspiring. You might have, yeah, absolutely. There's some really good people out there. But the reason why I'm asking this question is because once you start thinking the importance of actually having a coach is someone that really is going to tap into that body, mind and soul. Okay, now this is going to lead into number 3, one of the areas that is really important, which is motivation. Okay, now a lot of us have stressful jobs, a lot of us haven't got stressful jobs, a lot of us got stressful relationships, a lot of us haven't got stressful relationships. It depends. I'm just going to tap into those. Motivation. Now, how many people do you know that go to work and they're stressed? Okay, they're stressed because they've got to pay their bills, like everyone has. They're stressed because they might not keep their job next month. Because nowadays, companies and in the world, it's all about numbers, about targets. You gotta hit. If you get 1,000, you want 1,500. 1,500. Oh, look at these beautiful animals. That is beautiful. He's not getting any targets there, is he? He's just chilling out. Beautiful animal. I love horses. I tell you, there's something about horses. I don't know what you guys think. Something about horses that is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You know what? I'm actually going to take a detour. I'm going to go through this way. But anyway, going back there. So it's all about numbers. So number here, number there, number here, number there. And it begins to be very stressful. Then, because obviously we stressed our work, what happens is we come home and we bring work with us. Whether you like it or not, and you might speak to people, say, oh no, I don't, I'll just leave my work there. And look, you're lying to yourself, because emotionally, a lot of the times, we all do it, okay? You bring that stress home. Now that stress, a lot of times, you've got kids, you've got a wife, you've got a husband, you put that stress onto them. And it's not your fault, and when I say it's not your fault, it's not your direct fault, because it's something created by an external situation. But your so close loved ones are feeling that pressure. So what do I mean about motivation is when you've got a coach, a mentor, a life coach, a trainer, they can tap into that. If I can tell you, now I've helped so many people in the area of physical development, mental development, coaching, training, psychology, not just because I'm a trainer and I can show someone how to do a squat. No, imagine people come to you and they've had a stressful work meeting and they can't train. Literally, they can't train, right? Now it's down to you to then tap into those good stuff that you can actually motivate someone to, not just to do the workout, is to become their greatest version. So you need to calm someone down, and just calm someone down. It's not just talk about bullshit. It's actually explaining to them why they're feeling that way. From a psychological point of view, I'm not obviously telling you right now here what I do with people, but what he's actually explaining to them the law of mental process that goes through when someone's stressed. And you can ask any of my clients that work with me close on that aspect. They'll tell you, I help them become their greatest version. And hence the reason why the motivation side is massive, absolutely huge. Now, to have someone like that to help you, I'll give you an example. Like when I was quite young, I was very sort of like driven, motivated, and I've always been, and I am, as you guys know, but once I become more educated on the area of coaching and development, I thought I could never do the job I do if I failed to learn and become qualified in the coaching area. I'll tell you, I couldn't do it, because you get so many negativity around you in order to become better. What I mean by that is, you imagine you're trying to motivate someone and you're not motivated yourself. You're trying to inspire someone when you're not inspiring yourself. So it's very hard. So once you become an amazing coach and you start understanding about psychology, you educate yourself on psychology, and you start understanding how human beings behave. And this is called mental state management. Okay, now this then leads into something that is very important, is your body. Okay, now your physical body is your subconscious mind. Now have you noticed when you're really stressed, how do you feel? Think about it. So when you're really stressed and you've had an argument with someone, which most people have, most people probably have arguments every single day. Some people every other day. Some people every hour. It depends. Depends on the job you've got. Okay. Some people are just angry. They're fighting. I mean, I'll give you an example. I was in a car earlier, and I had a guy in front of me, and all of a sudden there was a lady behind me, and she was screaming her head off. Do you know what I mean? He was trying to get this guy to go faster. I could overtalk him if I wanted to, but she was absolutely going mad. Now, the focus on that particular person, it must be what she was doing maybe well before she got into that traffic jam. So it could have been nothing to do with actually happened, was down to, oh, beautiful animal here. Sorry guys. So it's actually to do with the way she actually is looking at the situation that's happening right there. So nothing to do with the traffic jam, nothing to do with the guy in front. She probably had a massive argument, right? And she actually taken anger on that particular person. And this is what happens with a lot of us. And this then obviously gets us more and more and more and more stressed. And one day we absolutely explode. And the explosion is called Gestalt. Okay, Gestalt is when, imagine like a bottle. You put in water was inside, and one day obviously you can feel the water in the water goes up and up and up and up, and you can hold the water but gets to the top and eventually goes, it just spills. And that's called Gestalt. And that in psychology is basically very important. So when you start understanding the triggers of your Gestalt, and this then leads into how your body is so tense. So your subconscious mind is your body. Okay, so when you are very, 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 very tense, okay, it's because of a lot of external and internal conditions to do with your environment. Say if you are, and I talk about being in toxic environments, I talk about being in bad environments at work, at home, with friends. A lot of times we call people friends. They're not friends, they're just acquaintances, but we class them as friends because a friend should never have bad vibes. But anyway, going back into that, so your body is very important. So you got to make sure you're training, you got to make sure you're moving, because don't forget, we are human beings. So human beings, we're animals, okay? We were literally born to survive. So we were actually biomechanically made to run 30 miles a day for survival. Okay, constantly there's a bear after me, there's a tiger after me, I'm running away, and I've got to hunt for survival, which is obviously hunt for food, energy, and energy makes protection the physique, protecting the organs, protecting the brain. So that's why we biomechanically made for doing that. Now imagine we've got these sort of like sitting down jobs. We go to work like this, we sit at our desk like this. I'm not doing power walk now, just keep going, Carlos. Okay, and basically we go home and we sleep like this. We're literally so tense. So it's so important for us to be able to understand that physical exercise, it's extremely important, and having the coach that's gonna recognize what you're doing and what you need to do, it's absolutely vital. Now then this leads into number 5. A good coach is someone, or a good mentor, or a good trainer, is someone that knows how to identify the mind, the body, and the soul. And so number 5 is the soul. How important it is for you to recognize that it's not just about the body, it's not just about the mind, it's about the soul as well. Now what I'm doing right here, it's meditation. The reason why it's meditation, you might think, what? Yeah, it's meditation. Why? Because I'm inspired by you. Okay, I'm inspired by nature. I'm inspired by motivating people become their greatest version. So I'm at one with nature, at one with the camera, at one with you, because I'm helping us become our greatest version. And this is good, not just for my mind, not just for my body, is for us to become our greatest version. This helps the soul. Now, some of you guys might find that you might need to sit out there cross-legged and basically meditate and concentrate on your breathing, concentrate on body scanning, whatever you think is best for you. But most of the times is, when I say most of the times, is every time, is you just got to find something that's gonna help you become stronger with your soul, which could be a religion belief, it could be praying, it could be meditating, it could be just relaxing, it could just be chilling out, it could be walking in the park like I'm doing, and this will help you become your greatest version. So there you are. Those are the 5 reasons why you should have a mentor, a coach, a trainer, an inspirer, someone that's going to inspire you and motivate you to become your greatest versions, not from just a physical point of view, because anyone can do that, and any cheap trainer out there will help you to do a squat, to do a bench press. And don't allow people to tell you, because this is uneducated people, that you don't need that, because you need it now, you know what to do, because that doesn't need it. Imagine like a football team, Cristiano Ronaldo's got a manager. Okay, he's the best player in the world. Messi's got a manager, best player in the world. Okay, so why don't they just train by themselves? They know what to do. They know how to play football, right? Okay, they need a manager. They need someone to make them accountable. They need trainers to get them peak performance. They need to look at their program as well. That I mean, what are you doing about flexibility? What are you doing about your power? What are you doing about training? So if it was that simple, like uneducated people say, you don't need a trainer. Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't need a manager. He can just go on a field and do whatever he's... Come on, don't kid yourself. Okay, so anyway, I'll do another video about this actually. This is quite a very, very, very interesting subject, because it's something that a lot of people do not understand what a mentor does. And this is like, it's all about education at the end of the day. You know, once you start understanding, then you start thinking, I see what you mean. Okay, but remember, get the right one. Okay, there is a lot of, how did they say it? Cowboys there, is it? Okay, there is a lot of cowboys out there, but that's just in every single industry. Okay, I'm not here to tell you I'm the very best, and please look at me. My shit doesn't stink. It does stink, and I shit and sleep and eat like you do, like exactly the same as you. But I'm becoming my greatest version. It's about inspiring, helping, and basically motivating you and motivating others becoming their best. So with all that said, guys, you know where to find me on Instagram, which is Carlos Trainer 10. On YouTube, which is Carlos Trainer, and also my website, which is ultimatefitnesstrainer.co.uk. There's a car coming, so I've got to be careful. So it's all about that. So check it out, guys. So with all that said, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit, and have a beautiful day, and enjoy the sunshine, because it's absolutely gorgeous today. We don't get many days in England like this, so make the most of it. Take care of yourselves. Bye now.